Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Lights Camera Conversation. And in today's episode, we're talking all things Stranger Things. But let's start with a recap first. Season 1.
Will Byers vanishes without a trace.
A strange girl named 11 appears with telekinetic powers.
The Demogorgon stalks Hawkins from the upside down.
Joyce, Hopper and the kids uncover a secret government lab experiment gone wrong.
The group faces the creature to rescue Will and close the first gate.
Now on to Season 2. Will's back, but he's haunted and possessed by the Mind Flayer.
The kids battle an army of demodogs beneath Hawkins' lab.
11 reunites with the gang after finding another test subject, number 8.
The Mind Flayer's influence spreads through Hawkins.
11 closes the gate, but the Upside Down isn't finished.
Ooh, Season 3. Summer in Hawkins. New mall, new jobs, new relationships.
Russians secretly build a lab under the Starcourt Mall to reopen the gate.
The Mind Flayers return, taking control of Billy.
Steve, Robin, Dustin and Erica uncover a secret Russian operation.
Massive mall showdown. Billy and Hopper sacrifice themselves to save everyone. That's the one where it goes never-ending story as well, isn't it?
Yes. With Dustin's
Dustin,
girlfriend.
Yes. Season 4.
The group split. 11 and the Byers family now live in California.
Hawkins faces a new villain, Vecna, a psychic killer from the Upside Down.
Eddie Munson and the Hellfire Club get caught in the action.
Joyce and Murray track Hopper to a Russian prison holding demogorgons.
Max becomes Vecna's target, saved for now by running up that hill.
Run up that hill. Sorry, I had to do it again. The team fights back, but Hawkins is literally torn apart in the end. That was a pretty good recap.
That was a good recap.
Spoiler alert before, though.
Yeah.
Sorry
if you've
to
not watched
everyone.
any of the seasons so far, don't watch this video.
Yes.
Maybe before we start season 5, why don't we rank the previous seasons?
Ooh,
What's
okay.
been your favourite so far?
My personal favourite, and I'm only going off this based on because I haven't rewatched Stranger Things. I've watched it as it's come out every single time it's come. So my most memorable one is probably season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to probably say season 3. I liked that one. I liked Steve in that one and Robin and Billy. Yeah, but season 3.
Mm.
What about you?
Yeah, I'd say my top season is... It's a tricky one. I think it's either season 4 or season 3.
Oh,
I think the
okay.
last season was really, really good.
Isn't Vecna 118 or 008?
Yeah, so he's 001, is it? He was
Oh,
the
yeah, he's
first
number
test
1.
subject.
Yes, in that psychic ward. See, it's all coming back to me now. I've not watched it since.
And I think that's why I liked the last season, because it took a turn towards more of the horror genre.
Mm-hmm.
And compared to the other ones, it seemed a bit more serious. So I think that's why I liked it.
What was the episode where... Is it Elle who found her sister?
That was season 2, which
Yeah.
is my least favourite.
That was the most bizarre episode, I think, in the history of episodes.
I feel like season 2 is definitely bottom of my list.
Okay.
And then season 1, season 3, season 4.
Season 1's obviously got to have a bit of a place in people's hearts. So it's a first season. But isn't it funny how with most series you've got that horse that people draw. You know, where it's really good and then it gets really bad. But with Stranger Things, it's really good, but then it gets better. And I'm just hoping season 5 doesn't let it down, because so far it's been really good. But it's the first TV show I have read the hype on where I don't think they're going to stick to the typical everyone gets saved, but I think we'll get onto that a bit later on.
Yeah. So where do you think this new season will rank amongst the other season? Do you think it's going to get better, or do you think it's going to be down there with...
I think because it's the final season, I don't think it'll be the best, because I know that I know people are going to die, and I hate it when I watch TV shows and my favourite characters die, because you know they're never coming back. You know, you're never going to get season 6, and I think that's what's going to happen with Stranger Things. So I think season 3 will always be the best, and I think season 4 will be better than season 5.
Yeah, I think that's the thing as well, because I feel like we know people are going to die, so some people are going to be disappointed.
Yes.
But then I think regardless it's still going to be pretty epic, I think.
I think so. If they go down the same route as season 3 and season 4, then yes, it will. Because I swear in season 4, was it that Metallica song at the end when all the bats come? That scene alone made season 4 epic, and I'm hoping season 5 has something like that.
Well, season 4 had so many memorable moments. There was obviously the running up that hill scene that went super viral with Max
it did.
and sent Kate Bush's song back into the charts
What,
after
it
so
number
many
one?
years. I'm not sure. I think it was close.
Yeah, I think it went back to number 1, which for a TV show to do that is mental.
Yeah. And then obviously we had everyone fangirling over Eddie Munson and his, as you said, the Metallica song. So.
But then, you know what? This is what's good about Stranger Things. Every season seems to have, 3 and 4 have a memorable moment of like a song. And this is what I keep going back to season 3 when Dustin and his girlfriend have that never-ending story.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to end a series. I mean, it's catchy, isn't it, though? Because when you put a song in something, you actually think back to it. Like that, they're my memorable moments. Metallica, Run Up the Hill, and the never-ending story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you've sort of gone onto it already, but... So would you say that's your favourite scene and character? If you had to pick something, what would be your favourite Stranger Things scene or character moment?
Oh, there's a lot. Do you know what? There is a lot. And I do like the bits with Billy where he's turning psycho and he's trying to fight it. I do like that. But do you know what? There's so many. The Metallica one where they're trying to save everyone. And there's Eddie. I think Eddie, don't he get killed? No, he don't get killed, but he gets, something happens to him. That scene is pretty incredible. However, I think the way they did the Neverending Story, where Dustin went up to the antenna and started singing, and then you've got this big, and what is it? Was that one a Demogorgon? It was the other creature. It was Billy, but I don't know what they called it. Or the
Mind
rats.
Flayer.
The Mind Flayer. So they had the Mind Flayer chasing the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is incredible. Like this scene alone. However, you've also got the scene with Hopper where he goes to the prison. He goes back to it.
Yeah.
And he's fighting all the Demogorgons again. And it's just, I don't know, there's something about these scenes where they're really memorable. And like me, I've not watched it in years, and I'm still remembering these scenes, and I can't pick one. But the memorable ones, genuinely, are where there's a mixture of stories happening at once, and they're combined together, and that's where I've got to. What about you? What's yours?
I'd say one of my favourite sort of moments from season 3 is when you see Dustin, Steve, and Robin all together in the ice cream shop. I always think that's like one of my favourite moments from the series because it made me love Steve as a character. Like his character development throughout the series is just really good because in the first season he's not very nice, and then he just sort of gradually becomes sort of the babysitter for all all the kids.
He is a fan favourite, isn't it? He, like you said, the character development in him is pretty bonkers. It's like they had a mean role for him in season 1, and then I think they adored the actor, and they were just like, we need to make him the fan favourite, and I get that. I get why the ice cream scene was pretty epic. But I also like the scene where in the ice cream, where they're in the mall, and they go down to the Russian base.
Yeah, and they're on that buggy through all the tunnels.
Yeah, the buggy. Yeah. Oh, there's so many scenes that you've got terror and like comedy put together, and it's thriller and comedy, and it's very well done. I think it's Stranger Things. I give them credit.
Yeah, I would agree. One of my other favourite moments from the series is when they introduce Vecna in season 4.
Yes.
I think he's like such an amazing villain, and how like the story, he's basically sent all these monsters out in the previous seasons, and then he's ultimately in the end the main villain that's been controlling this whole narrative.
I think the reveal of 001 into Vecna was incredible. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't even know how they thought about it. Do you think they thought about it in season 1? Do you reckon he was always going to be the villain?
Yeah, I feel like the Duffer Brothers really, like, before they even went into this project, they must have like written out the whole story out, because they've obviously linked back season 4 back to season 1, and it all links together so perfectly. And I think in season 4 especially, the way that Vecna's introduced and why it works so well, like the length of the episodes and the tension that's built throughout when he's like stalking the people of Hawkins. I think the longer episode times work really well for that, because I can remember watching season 4 like being on the edge of my seat, like, because with the ticking clock as well, it just adds to that sort of suspense throughout the whole thing.
It is, and I think the longer episodes are interesting because with the social media and everyone being on the phones these days watching TV, you'd think there'd be smaller episodes.
Yeah.
But this is the thing with Stranger Things. The episodes are so engaging, and there's always something going on that I think that's why they do so well long.
Yeah.
But that leads me on to, like, Game of Thrones, where everything was really good, and every season were good. They got this big budget to do the last season, and it was a total flop.
Yeah.
It feels like the last time there was a big hype around a TV show like this was Game of Thrones. Do you think it'll have a flop, or do you think it'll live up to expectations?
I really hope it doesn't flop, because I just love it so much, and I love all the characters so much. But I do understand maybe some people will be disappointed if somebody gets killed off, or if it doesn't turn out the way people hope it will.
So you're a big fan of Vecna. What do you think his next move is?
It's hard because he's obviously still alive. We saw that teaser where you could see he'd dragged himself away. So he's clearly planning something extra. Maybe he's gonna kill somebody else to then, because his whole plan was he was killing so many people so that he could rip open the sort of door to the upside down.
Yes. See, what do you think is going to happen to Will?
I feel like there's no way he can survive all this.
I think I've got a theory where Will is already Vecna. Will has
that
been
is an interesting theory.
I think he died in the first season, and since that he is now Vecna, like along with 001. I think Vecna's basically.
Oh, he's doing all his bidding, basically.
Yes, he is basically Vecna's PA.
Because he's sort of possessed in season 4 when is it?
He got possessed in when he.
He's possessed by the Mind Flayer in season 2, isn't he? So.
Yes, he was the first one to go, wasn't he? And if you think about it, the first one, he's not been the same since he got taken into the Upside Down. And I think, I mean, you can see when he's turning away, crying and everything like that. I think part of Will is still there, but I think he's gonna turn.
So do you
evil.
think? So is your theory is? Do you think he's not evil yet, but he's going to, or do you think he's putting on an act and he's already sort of possessed by Vecna?
I think he's mostly evil, but I think he's still got a little tiny bit of will left.
Yeah.
And that's why he's struggling a bit, because when he's in the real world, he don't want to be evil, but Vecna controls everything he does. And when we've seen how good Vecna can control people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my theory. I think Vecna is going to use Will to destroy Hawkins.
Yeah.
Whether it happens, I don't know.
Yeah.
That leads us on to what is the fate of Hawkins.
I feel like it's one of those things. It's either gonna, with the ending, I feel like Hawkins is either just gonna get destroyed, or ultimately it will survive. But I don't know. It's a hard one to think about. It's
hard, isn't it? Because in TV shows, when they end, you don't necessarily get a bad ending. I'm thinking back to like Lost. Do you know, terrible ending, but the island. Have you seen Lost?
I've only seen the first season of Lost.
Spoiler alert. But in Lost, the island sinks and it's destroyed. And I think that could be the same with Hawkins. I feel like it's going to get destroyed.
Well, it's already happened. Like, at the end of the last season, we saw it was all ripped up. So it's already on its last legs, really.
I can't see it. Yeah, I can't see it rebuilding. But Who knows? I don't know what
Yeah.
they've got in mind for the
I feel
next.
like there's some fight left in there, but you don't know.
Yeah, we will shortly see. I'm hoping it's one of the most dramatic endings and that
Yeah.
Vecna wins.
Really?
Yeah,
You want the villain to win?
I don't want him to win, but I want Stranger Things to change TV and finally kill off everyone. If they're gonna kill off like Steve, kill off everyone, and Hopper, just kill everyone off.
Yeah.
But that brings us on to character survival rate.
Yeah. Who do you think's gonna survive then, or who do you think they're all gonna die? Or what characters do you think will survive?
Okay, let's go through them. Hopper. I think he's
already
gonna die.
died already, hasn't he? Kind of.
I think he's gonna die because there's no other season coming. This is the end of Stranger Things. I think Hopper will die.
I think Eleven's gonna die because I think she'll, in one last attempt to like save everyone, she'll be the one that in the finale she'll go out. I think
the thing with 11 is that she's not built for the real world.
No.
So I think she will die trying to save the world, trying to save Hawkins. So yeah, I think she's like 100%. I think is gonna die.
Yeah.
What about Will? We spoke about. I think he's gonna die.
Or maybe if he's evil, he might survive.
Oh, that's a good theory. Do you think Vecna's gonna survive?
I don't.
Shall we go
know.
Shall we go on the theory that Vecna is gonna lose? So if Vecna still loses and the kids win, let's go off that theory. Because if we're going off that, Vecna dies, 11 dies, Hopper I think does die, Will dies. I really don't want Dustin to die.
No, it'd be so sad if he goes.
Yeah, I don't think he'll die. I think he'll be.
He's just too lovable for them to kill him off. I feel that'd just be cruel.
Yeah, I think him and Steve will survive.
I think they might kill Steve off just to like rip out our hearts.
I don't want to think about Steve dying. I don't want to think about Hopper dying, but I've been through the Hopper death already. So,
well, have you seen the trailer for the new season? Where
no, I haven't. No.
Nancy is very visibly upset and crying
about Max. Oh, Steve.
We don't know what she's crying over.
I think Max will die. I think she's already dead.
See, I've seen a theory that online where at the recent premiere the whole cast was wearing black, and Millie Bobby Brown in an interview mentioned that they were all at the funeral for the series, but then interestingly the only person in white was Max. I can't remember. Sadie Sink, the actress who plays Max, was the only person dressed in white.
So you think she's the only survivor?
A lot of people are saying either she is the only person that survives because she's in a coma and she wakes up and everyone's dead, or that they're all there for her funeral.
Wow. No, I think you could be onto something. I think 11's definitely dead. So I think in terms of everyone's there for her funeral, I don't think that's true.
For Sadie's funeral.
Yeah, I don't think.
For Max's funeral.
I don't think that's true. The other way around, I think that could totally be true. And if it is, that would change the whole of TV.
But it'd almost be like that sort of stereotypical ending where like someone wakes up from a dream and it's like not real.
However, that would go.
It's like someone wakes up from a coma.
It would go back to that theory, but it also wouldn't be the same as that. So it would be it'd be writing a completely new story. Like, yes, she was in a coma. Yes, it was all a dream, but it also wasn't a dream, and she was actually in a coma.
It's interesting. There's so many theories out there that I feel like none of us know what's going to happen.
I kind of want that to be the ending.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be really sad, but if they're going to die, they're going to die already, aren't they?
Yeah.
What do you think about the times it's been released? I think it's stupid.
It does sort of annoy me when they do this, where they split sort of the release of a series, because I'm the type of person that likes to binge watch a series, so it always frustrates me when they only release like 3 episodes, and then you have to wait like a month until the next part.
I'm jealous of young people, or maybe even old people, who've not seen Stranger Things yet, and they get to next year and they have the privilege of watching all of Stranger Things in the same month. Because I think I was thinking back, I was 17 when it was season 2. So I've been waiting like 10 years now, at the minimum, throughout this. Because I watched it when it first came out, and you're probably the same. I'm just completely jealous of the people that get to watch it all in one.
Well, that's the thing. There was so many, like a couple of years between each of the series.
There were, yeah.
So, like you said, we've waited so long for this final season to come out, and the cast have like grown up.
The cast are like 30 now. Like 11, who was his little 9-year-old, is now 21, 22. I'm like, this is the most bizarre thing ever. But it's weird because I feel like I've grown up with them. Like, I'm 24 and the lead is actually 21, 22. I'm like, this is really bizarre. So we've waited a long time. A long time.
Yeah. But so hopefully it lives up to our expectations.
Hopefully it does. And they don't let us down. But yeah, no, I think that's everything really.
Yeah. Looking forward to watching it.
We are. If you've enjoyed this podcast, then like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later.